The world of the stock market seems full of jargon, charts, and conflicting advice. But if you strip away the noise, you'll find a simple truth. The market is where capital meets ideas, and ideas become businesses. Your job is to learn the language of this world, so it works for you, not against you. When you buy a stock, you become a co-owner of a company. Not just a number on an app, a real part of a business with all its risks and opportunities. If the company grows, so does its value, and your share with it. That's investing, not gambling. There are three basic instruments: stocks, bonds, and cash, or savings. Stocks are ownership in a company with potentially high returns and high volatility. Bonds are loans you give to a company or government in exchange for fixed interest, usually with lower risk. Cash is your safety net and liquidity, but it rarely grows. Balancing these three is your first portfolio puzzle. Indexes are like the market's thermometer. The S&P 500, NASDAQ, MSCI World. They're collections of major companies used to measure the market's overall health. Through index funds, ETFs, you can buy that basket of companies and avoid picking individual winners. For beginners, that's often the simplest and safest start. Prices move because of supply and demand, but beneath it are expectations, earnings, interest rates, news, and emotions. The market isn't a calculator. It's a crowd. During euphoria, prices are often inflated. During panic, undervalued. The investor's job is to look beyond headlines, to buy quality patiently and think in horizons, not moments. A few key metrics. Market cap, the company's total market value. P/E ratio, price to earnings, showing how much investors pay per dollar of profit. Dividend yield, how much cash the company pays out yearly. And free cash flow, the lifeblood of business growth. These numbers don't guarantee success, but they help you separate solid companies from pretty stories. Risk isn't the enemy. It's the price you pay for returns. The key is to manage it. Diversification reduces the risk of any single company or sector. Regular investing, DCA, dollar cost averaging, helps avoid bad timing. A cash reserve saves you from selling at the worst possible moment. Those three pillars are how beginners survive. Time is the strongest ally of any investor. Compound interest grows slowly at first, then suddenly fast. The longer your horizon, the less short-term drops matter. A simple rule: short-term goals need more cash and bonds. Long-term goals can hold more stocks and indexes. Fees and taxes are the invisible leaks. The difference between a 1% and a 0.1% expense ratio over 25 years can be tens of thousands of dollars. Choose low-cost funds, automate contributions, and understand your country's tax system. Saving on costs isn't greed. It's respect for your returns. Emotions are the beginner's biggest enemy. Buying during hype and selling in fear. Classic mistakes. Rules help. Fixed asset allocation, annual rebalancing, a cap on ideas of the month, no more than 5% of your portfolio, and keeping an investment journal. Systems beat impulses. A starter strategy can be simple. 3 buckets. The first, a cash buffer covering 6 to 12 months of expenses. The second, a global stock index fund for long-term growth. The third, bonds or short-term instruments for stability. Automate monthly deposits, rebalance yearly, and you already have a functioning wealth engine. Finally, remember the difference between investing and speculating. An investor buys businesses and time. A speculator buys price movement. Both paths exist, but for beginners, it's safer and more profitable in the long run to bet on real value, not temporary excitement. When you start investing, the hardest part isn't picking stocks, it's picking yourself. The market doesn't test your intelligence. It tests your character. It rewards not the smartest, but the most consistent. While some people keep waiting for the perfect moment, others quietly build systems that work without emotion. The most common mistake beginners make is reacting to every market move. When prices rise, excitement. When they fall, panic. But the market doesn't care about your feelings. It moves according to its own rhythm, and only those who learn to separate emotions from decisions begin to win. Investing isn't a fight, It's cooperation with time. You can't make the market move faster, but you can make yourself act with discipline. Each month, every automatic purchase. It's a brick in your financial wall. You're not chasing results. You're building them. Compound interest is a quiet ally. It doesn't work for those who panic. It works for those who wait. $1 invested today can become dozens over time. But for that to happen, you must invest, and then leave it alone. There will be times when it feels like nothing is happening. Months or even years. Your balance barely changes. But those silent periods are when the real work happens. Mass is being built, momentum is forming. Wealth doesn't appear suddenly. It grows quietly while you live your life. Investing isn't a way to get rich quickly. It's a way to learn patience, control, and awareness. It's a school of character. It teaches you not to believe rumors, not to compare yourself to others, and not to panic when everyone else runs for the exit. You have to think like an architect. Not how much will I make tomorrow, but what kind of structure am I building for years to come? Each asset in your portfolio is a building block. If the foundation is solid, the structure will survive any storm. Diversification isn't boring. It's protection. Let part of your capital work in stocks, part in bonds, part simply wait. Let different industries and countries balance one another. You don't predict the future. You design stability. Automation is your ally. Set up automatic purchases, transfers, and portfolio rebalancing. Let the system do what emotions forget to do. While others hesitate about when to get in, you're already acting. Another trap is the need to always be right. The market isn't an exam where you must guess the answer. It's a journey where mistakes are inevitable. Survival is what matters. Small mistakes are fine as long as the lessons are big. In time, you'll realize that your power lies not in predictions but in habits. Consistency, self-education, calmness. These three bring more profit than any insider tips or signals. Because the market will always change, but discipline never will. When you move from fear to understanding, the market stops being an enemy. It becomes a partner. You no longer look at charts as mysteries. You see them as reflections of human behavior. Every drop is emotion. Every correction is the market taking a breath. Gradually, confidence replaces uncertainty, but not arrogance. You realize you can't predict the future, but you can prepare for it. That's the mark of a mature investor, not controlling the market, but controlling yourself. You turn chaos into strategy, emotions into information, impulses into decisions. Your strength now isn't about catching the moment. It's about surviving it. When everyone else panics, you stay calm. You don't try to guess when the storm will end. You build a ship that can handle any sea. Because real investors don't chase luck. They build resilient systems. Over time, you notice that money starts working for you. Not because the market has changed, but because you have. You stop reacting, you start observing. You understand that patience brings not only profit, but also peace. You no longer ask, "When should I buy?" You ask, "What am I building?" Each investment becomes a brick in the structure of your financial independence. You see your choices turn into growth, and that growth into confidence. Gradually, investing stops being a goal and becomes a way of life. You begin to think like a creator, an architect, someone who manages time instead of chasing it. You see that wealth isn't just numbers. It's the peace of mind that comes from having a system that works without you. The stock market, which once intimidated you, now inspires you. You see it not as a casino, but as a mechanism of opportunity. Every day, while some people lose, others learn. And if you keep learning, you're already winning. The true purpose of investing isn't just to accumulate wealth, it's to build resilience. To turn every mistake into a foundation, not a setback. To make every crisis strengthen you instead of breaking you. To become freer with every year that passes. An investor isn't someone who's always in profit. It's someone who stays in the game when it's hard. Someone who knows that time is his ally, not his enemy. Someone who builds not for praise, but for peace of mind. One day, you'll realize the most valuable thing the market gave you wasn't money. It was mindset. The ability to wait, to act without fear, to stay calm. It's something you can't buy, and can't lose. The stock market isn't a place for quick money. It's a place where those who don't quit, grow. And if you've learned to stay the course through every wave, then you've already become what most people only dream of being, an investor. In the end, investing isn't about numbers. It's about a state of mind. You stop fearing volatility and stop chasing quick wins. You realize that strength lives in patience, and lasting growth comes from a system you design and maintain. The market becomes your mirror. It doesn't reflect chaos. It reflects you, your choices, your discipline, your character. At some point you notice the most valuable gain isn't profit, but peace of mind and control over your time. Now a question for you. What one step will you take today to make sure your system keeps working without you tomorrow? If this video brought clarity, like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments what you'll add to your plan this month.